Welcome back to the channel, and we are on day 5, I think. So day 5 of taking my ADHD medication, Elvanse, and it's much the same as yesterday. I've definitely had a good day. I feel, well, firstly, let's talk about what I don't feel. So the first few days I definitely felt overstimulated. Not crazy bad, but I definitely felt like I had a bit too much coffee. That's the best way to describe it. I know I've said that in most of these videos. But yesterday and today, I've definitely not felt any of that sort of jitteriness, that overstimulated feeling. And I felt really positive about the way the medication's making me feel, which is good. It's almost funny because if you watch the previous videos, I had this realisation that the ADHD medication wasn't going to give me what I thought it was going to. And it's almost like the ADHD gods were listening, because they gave me exactly what I wanted straight after that. So yeah, I'm quite thankful for that. And just to clear things up, so before I had sort of like balanced a few things. So I've been using L-theanine and I used a little bit of CBD oil one day. I've not been doing any of that for the past 2 days. I've just been using my Elvanse at 30 meg, which is the recommended dose for me for my first 7 days. On, is it Monday? What day are we on now? Yeah, it must be Monday. I will go up to 50 meg per day. And I'm quite excited. I almost feel like my body's caught up now. And so yesterday I felt like I was at the peak and I've come down a bit. And I've not felt, I felt better yesterday, but that's not to say I've not had a good day today. I felt absolutely great. Now let's talk about how it's been helping me and the noticeable changes. I think the first thing is, I've still got ADHD. That's one thing I will say. This is not a miracle drug. I'm still a bit all over the place, but I've definitely got the ability to focus in on tasks when I need to. Sorry, let me get rid of this bloody phone. Be gone. So yeah, I'm definitely able to focus in on tasks, and I'll come on to this, how it's helping me in my own business after this. And the second part is I feel really calm. I just feel relaxed, chilled. And it's funny, one of my friends said this to me. They said, it just sort of calms the brain. Now, I was really hoping for that. And like I say, I had my apprehensions. A few days in, I was thinking, oh no, all this is doing is just giving me a little bit extra focus, which I didn't really need, if I'm honest. But yeah, I really feel like we're getting there. So it's been really, really positive signs. But my e-commerce business is just going from strength to strength. And I can't put that all down to the Elvanse, unfortunately. It started to take off just before I decided to take the medication. But it's just really given me this focus. And I think before, any of you guys that have got your own business, or even in like day-to-day life, there's so many different things we can focus in on. It's hard to know exactly where to focus your time. Much the same for an e-commerce business, particularly for somebody that's running Facebook ads. So I run Facebook and Instagram ads for my own businesses, and it can be a lot. And it's difficult because on one hand, you're like, you've got to spend the money to get the money back. But if you're not on the ball with it, and you're not really concentrating on what ads are working, which ones are not working, you end up wasting loads and loads of money. And I have done that for the last 2 or 3 years. I dread to think how much money I've lost. I checked the other day, I've spent nearly £60,000 English on Facebook ads over sort of the last 18 months to 2 years. And I reckon about a quarter of that could have probably saved, and that would have been money in my pocket, which is a little bit frustrating. But the good thing for me is, that was money that I generated through my business anyway. So I've almost been using these businesses as like a hobby that I can just learn and learn and learn and learn. And without getting into the intricacies of the finances, that's the best way that I'll just reinvest all the money anyway. Because like you all know, I've got a paid job as well. But ultimately, my goal is to do e-commerce full time. That's really what I want to do. But it's an interesting topic actually, because that's always been my goal. And I truly believe that if you've got ADHD, because our brains are always thinking. We're so passionate, we can hyper focus. I truly believe that anybody who's watching this, if you've got ADHD, then you can start a passion driven business. And that's always been my dream, to start a passion driven business, to work on my own terms. And you've heard me, I don't want to ramble on about the things that I want in life, because you've heard me ramble on about them enough. But I just think with that little bit of focus that I've got now, also with the people that I'm connecting with, I've spent a little bit more time than I usually would socialising, talking to other people who are doing similar sort of stuff, and just having that ability to bounce ideas off each other, just to get inspiration, you know, like I'm feeding them stuff, they're talking about what they're doing, I'm taking information away, and it's giving me inspiration to go and try new things, try new creatives. For those of you who don't know, like we call creatives like the pictures and the videos that we use on the Facebook ads. There's loads of different avenues you can go down with this thing, or whatever business you want to get into. But with your hyper focus and the way your brain is, the way you're constantly thinking, there's no reason why all of you watching this could not start a successful business. And again, I've said it a million times, but I'm not talking about becoming a millionaire or driving a bright orange Lambo, whatever these bloody gurus do online. I'm just talking about having a sustainable income that would basically take over your income you got now, but allow you to work on your own terms. And that's really something that I've been thinking of recently. But that's when I started this little ramble, that's what I was about to say. I've been debating that lately. I've been debating whether I would miss the social interaction that I get from coming to work. And I said in yesterday's video that there's this kind of like calmness about structure. There's this calmness about being at work. My work's chaotic, but it's my calm. So I keep thinking, well, if I had my own business, would I still have that? And I think, yes, I could for sure, and I will. But what you'd really have to do, and what I'm going to do, is be very structured in how I manage my days. I'm not someone that could be working in an office in a room in my house. There's too many distractions there. I would have to get an office or a co-working space, or, you know, I'd have to structure it that way. And then you could either get your inspiration, your like communication, that socialisation, that's more the word I was looking for, from being at the co-working space, or employ people that are like-minded. But obviously that all comes with its struggles. But these are all things I've been thinking about recently. But it definitely is still my number one goal to take this thing full time. And it's looking very promising, very, very promising. Throughout the whole time I've been doing this, which is how old's my daughter now? My daughter's 3.5. So 3.5 years I've been chipping away, starting different econ businesses and finding what really works for me, what products are best for me, what price point's best for me, what's going to give me the life that I want. And I've really found it. So yeah, it's good. I'm hoping that we're on this like upward trajectory now in all areas of my life. I think just like within myself, mental health wise, not that I struggle with mental health, but I'd say I'm a bit of a perfectionist, and I want to, you know, just be the best person I can in all areas of my life, whether that is my career, you know, providing for my family, being the best boyfriend, father, stepfather, family member, friend. Like, I want to be the best of all of these, or the best I can be anyway. So yeah, not too much of a ramble today at the end, he says. But yeah, the end of day 5, still a really, really good trajectory up. And yeah, I'm kind of excited to go up to the 50 meg on Monday. I sort of think, like I said, I was like, I peaked yesterday, and I'm still really in a really good mood. I feel really calm, but I almost feel like my body now is ready probably to go up a little bit more. Who knows? Is that the ADHD in me, like craving the more dopamine from the medication? This is really hard to say, isn't it? But yeah, my gut feeling is it'd be interesting to see how my brain, my body reacts when I'm taking a little bit more, you know, because there's obviously a ceiling in this thing. And I think I'll document all of this, but from what I can gather, when you get diagnosed, you have to keep going back to the doctor for a certain time period. I think it's like two to 3, 4, 5, 6 months. And the reason being is so they can find your ceiling, they can find where you're stabilised. That's the words that they used. So yeah, it'd be really interesting to see where that point is and how that makes me feel when I do get there. So yeah, thanks for watching. Please to do all the good YouTube stuff, like, comment, share, subscribe. I think I'm actually going to upload my first video today. So it's big for me. So yeah, if you're watching this, there should be 4 more videos before. I've done it in a bit of a strange order because I was going to release some videos and I was going to release this, but the plan is now to release this series, and I've got a load of other videos backed up. And yeah, hopefully I want you guys to engage because it will give me some ideas about what to create content on, what to talk about. I just want us to chat. Well, I'm chatting to my camera here, but I just want to talk about things and get things off my mind. Hopefully I can relate to you guys. You guys know that, well, you guys can realise that you are normal. You just got ADHD and there's nothing wrong with that. It's a superpower. I genuinely believe that you've got ADHD and you make it work for you, you can achieve anything. I really do believe that. Cool. So thanks for getting this far. I'll see you in the next one.